teetering on that.
Dolby wants us to.
Buyers.
Is that long or short, Dolby? 100 lot.
I think he wants you to smash it, go to market. 19,666.
2 ways to go to market, though, Dre.
Yes, there is. Let's take a look at this S&P ladder. Still pretty thin. Jay, you still in these MES trade?
Yep, still in it. Still
Okay.
in it. From 72 quarter.
72 quarter. All right, last trade 56.67.
I would love to be a trader that had the cool yawns just to like, boom, sell me 100. I used to see those guys in the pit. I was like a 5-10 lot trader. There's guys, John was a big broker, and he would hit the guys with hundreds. And in the S&P pit, that's 500. These guys, just regular guys like you, and well, not regular. These guys were played at a whole different level, caliber of the game.
If you cross this here, we're
before, but I remember standing next to Kenny Johnson one day, and he asked us,
but it's got to cross.
"What's my position?"
Actually, let me do it on the 5.
Stop for a second.
We got 11 minutes.
Long
on
or
that
short? Got
400
86 big S&Ps on. Oh, he doesn't know if he's long or short. There's
Still
a
selling off.
Yeah.
Large.
Crude new
Large.
$7.52.
This is the new.
749. New
So
low.
this is
$2
the
off
new
lows
one
there.
forming.
More selling coming in the crude. 68% short on the tilt. That move.
Jay hanging tough in those longs.
Yeah, I may just take another scratch here. I'm looking for something very specific. We're looking for like a volume exhaustion reversal, and we just haven't gotten it yet. So it just feels like it's going to happen lower at this point. So I may take it off and then just put the same trade on. I know somebody might be asking, why are you buying in a market that's 1.5% down? It's a good question. But I'm looking to execute a very specific trade. Just sticking to that process, and we're just not seeing it yet. Go ahead, Drew.
No, what is that specific trade? I know you're in the trade.
All right, so I'm gonna zoom into this candle right here. This is yesterday. Yeah, I just flattened that. I'm flat, but looking at this candle from yesterday, we had a high volume spike where 50% of that candle holds, and that ends up being the low for the day on that reversal. So if it doesn't happen, I won't take the trade. And we've had a couple of candles that have looked like this, but it hasn't played out yet, right? So I'm just the timing is wrong. The trade might not play out at all, and then I'm okay taking what I have off and not going to a full stop. But I'm looking for this trade specifically.
Okay.
And if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen.
Some buying. A little bit of buying. What's up, Michael? A little bit more volatility today.
I know. I was just gonna say that. Yeah. Hey, Rich Bond. Where are you at? Right here. Oh, MP, you need to get more employees in your funding department. The process is very slow. They don't even take out the requested payout amount. It'll probably be slow in the legacy dashboard. The new dashboard, it's instant. So who's got an invite here? Who's on the new dashboard? There's like 3,000 a week or a day, or I don't know that they're adding to it. Still some hiccups and bugs we're working out over there, but those that get invited get a discount. Say, hey, help us deal with these issues by letting us know about these issues. There you go. Hopefully you guys are liking it. You can instantly take not instantly take a payout. You can instantly take your payout request out. Instantly. You can pass the combine and instantly get an XFA. So you're back in the game. When you reset, you get a rebill. When you rebill, you automatically get a reset that gets banked to be used on any account you so desire. You get like a reset credit. Some people, we got that feedback. They're like, hey, I have 5 accounts, and it'd be nice to use, to have a reset on a rebill and be able to use it anywhere. Yeah, you're right. So that's cool. And when you reset, it resets your rebuild date. All sounds very confusing, but it's actually very simple. Reset your rebuild date. On a rebuild date, you get a reset that you get banked. Value. So some people go after price in this industry. You got to know value. Value is what you get. Price is what you pay.
Value's what you get. I like that. Value's what you get, price what you pay. Look at you.
At this MMA, there was talking about MMA camps. You know, like Camp Militich and like things like that. And I always remember them because they were out of Iowa. You train with the best.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna go to any other prop firm, like you got to think about what kind of like sticky ass floors, gross in here, and like there's no help whatsoever. You want to go to that karate sensei dojo? No. Top Step has this. Kevin's here. Coach Jay's here. Coach Jay's a coach. Kevin's a coach too. You got Hoagland, who's been here since the dawn of time, not Top Step.
Not new coach as well.
And
VIP
a new
now.
coach.
Yep.
Yeah.
A new old coach.
New old coach.
The OG coach.
I'm just here for the lulz.
Jack is here. Yeah. Jack brings a ton of trading knowledge here. He was at the big boys. Big boys, the DRW. What was the DRWs or the jumps? The big prop firms, trading groups out of Chicago. I didn't get invited to those ones.
You've met some of the people though along the way.
Oh yeah, I saw Don Wilson, the billionaire, on his phone walking right by me. And we said hi and shook his hand.
That.
It was one
rubbing
of
elbows with high society in Florida.
Wow, that Boca. The whole place had security around it, but yes, they had a bunch. There's more than one billionaire there. It was all the big guys. Ken Griffin was there last year. He spoke. There's all the big guys in the industry.
All right, Jay, you're still in this trade. We'll keep an eye on that. Right now, nothing
I'm
really
flat.
jumping up.
I'm flat.
Oh, you're flat. Okay, great. 70% long
flat.
NASDAQ right now. 70% long NASDAQ. Keep an eye on that. JD, come on in. Couple things, JD. We got P&Ls and payouts, but also we have this oil trade going on, correct?
That is correct. We are short crude oil 68.02. We got about 56 into it right now, so looking all right. Did take a little hit in gold though, so we're just above a scratch right now. Up a little bit. House count's up a little bit. Let's take a look at yesterday's best live funded P&Ls though real quick. There they are. NASDAQ and ES traders. Eduardo trading the NASDAQ, $15,092. Tiffany trading the S&P, $10,216. Quinn and Victor both trading the NASDAQ, $10,070 for Quinn and $9,354 for Victor. And Liam trading the S&P, $6,859 for Liam. Decent days for these live funded traders. Next up, we got some nice payout numbers from yesterday. These guys are looking pretty good to start the week. Joseph R. taking $47,500 out on a Monday. Nice job. Jordan, $30,000. G, $18,000. Jade, $12,853. And Janie, $10,000. Real traders taking real money out of the real life markets. Putting it in their pockets, for sure.
JD, speaking of real traders.
Order filled.
Real payout club. You know, these traders who are making $5,000 or more can come to the Top Step TV to join the payout club. Every day in our TV chat, we drop the payout club check-in form where you can sign up for your exclusive 5K club hat and pin. We can get a picture of that stuff. That's the hat that Andre wears each and every day. Right now, we can only ship to traders in the United States, but we are looking to expand in the future. Back to you, Andre, wearing that cool hat.
Value. There's value, guys.
Oh
value
my
right there.
God.
They don't even charge
Look
you
what
for
I
it.
did.
Slow. You get that hat.
I went reverse.
What do we get around that?
I went reverse. Oh man, what a crackle.
Making some upgrades to the
I'm
payout
not
club.
in this today, or am I in this today?
74%
Come on,
long
come on,
NASDAQ
come on, come on,
right
come on,
now.
come on.
Last
Order
NASDAQ,
filled.
Very good. All right, thank you very much.
688. Kevin,
Yeah.
look at the 5-minute here on the NASDAQ. Is this a bear flag? We see some consolidation. We're building a base. How do you read what we're seeing on look at the NASDAQ right now? Last trade.
I don't think if I was you, I won't short here because it's been going down
Order
for
filled.
all day. I want to short at the place that it cannot go any higher. But right now I'm seeing it cannot go any lower. This is what I'm seeing.
Right.
So if I don't want to place a short right here.
Okay.
No.
73% long in the NASDAQ right now. Hey, MP, well, we got a little bit of a lull in these markets. We'll get back to the markets. We do see some action going on here. A couple questions from the chat. You cool with that? AMA,
Oh, yeah,
fire
yeah.
away.
Fire away. Yeah, ask me anything. If I can't answer
Well,
it,
ask you
I'll let you know.
anything.
I did put that long back on 72 in the
Okay.
orders. I'm back in long. And I'm not gonna look at this trade. It's gonna do what it's gonna do. I'm not gonna touch it from now.
Not going to look at it. All right, I'm going to hold you to
Nope,
that.
just let it
Good
do what it
choice.
does.
Yes, yes. It's gonna break. It's gonna break the roof.
How many, Jay?
3 micros, 72 in the orders.
All right, cool. Keep us posted on that trade. MP, quick question from the chat. When is new dashboard going to be released to everybody?
We have to get, I just saw somebody say something about international. We have to get folks outside the states, their tax set up, sales tax. We have to pay sales tax. We're getting countries giving us letters and be like, you owe us this in sales tax. Because you can go through, there's a certain hurdle, whether it's Texas has a hurdle or Nebraska has a hurdle, everybody has a hurdle. So we have to, long story short, that's getting built right now. And that will take probably another 3 to 4 weeks. That means international would probably not be getting on till April-ish, late. U.S. is getting on right now, and to the tune of, I don't know, they invited 3,000 or something on Friday. I think like 75% of the people are already on it from that. So it's just they're going to slow roll it until we can open it up after the international sales tax software is implemented in. And that is like a plumbing service of all plumbing services, pipes and all that. When you go to, so you have to know the country that they're from, sales tax of that country. That then does it. It's just crazy. Whole new level of technology that we're on. And people were talking about the dashboard being real slick and fast. And yes, that's the reason why we're moving away from the legacy one.
So release to all, realistically, summer?
I would say May. You're pretty damn close. All, but it will have pretty much all of U.S. on it, which is May. We have the most folks out of U.S. Here in the next few weeks.
Another question I'm seeing here in the chat. MP, can old accounts be moved over / migrated to the new dashboard?
No migration. That would have been a hell of a job to try to migrate. So they came all the way up to B, and I'm like, I don't know what this is like migrate. Tell me what it is. Well, it means we got to bring everything over from the past. No, I go, would that add? No, it's going to add like 6 months. I'm like, absolutely not. New stuff only. People can stay on the legacy stuff, and when they go new, then they can get brought over. Now they're on the new experience. You get the new benefits of all the things I mentioned with the reset at rebuild, the reset your rebuild date, and instant payout request out, instantly get an XFA account, trade processing in real time, updated on your dashboard. So yeah.
So nope. So no, not.
Yeah. TopStepX out of the gate. TopStepX platform only out of the gate. We'll have other ones that will be really, really, really fast follow. Want Tower to rhythmic ones. And yeah, that's kind of where we're at. I'm jonesing for it. I mean, I literally been telling everybody since like November.
Yes, you have, Michael.
That's why when we
ask you for dates and times, it gets a little. Is he gonna just say yes? Second. Here's another one. MP. Can we get a practice account on the new dashboard?
See, they're prioritizing, and I heard that one, and I'm like, that's a low priority because that's a nice to have. It's not a need to have. Finding out that in this world as well. What's the nice to have? What's the need to have? We need this to make, to help them. They got to get a trading combine, then they got to get an XFA, then they got to be able to go live. All that data's got to be there. No, I don't think it's high on the list. So
there you go.
Yeah.
Okay, we got some more questions. Keep those questions coming. We'll sprinkle them in throughout as the markets do find a bit of a lull right now.
Well, yeah, let me reframe this because Aaron goes, definitely not a low priority. You're right. Practice accounts are not a low priority as a trader deal. But for us, we need to be able to have you have a platform of which you can even trade on. And small percentage of people, it's actually an okay percentage of people, but it's way less than 50% of the people even use a practice account. You got to go with what the people like majority say. We do this.
Well, I guess Andre froze there for a second. We'll see if he comes back in. In the meantime, Jay Long, a little bit here, seeing if there's kind of a double bottom brewing in the stocks and the ES. We'll take a look at that.
Jack,
Been selling off and kind of on a range here. You need
Jack,
breakfast?
I need to correct myself. No, correct myself.
But do you need
can
breakfast?
you can get a practice account. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that. That's how quick they're moving. The answer is yes, but you need to reach out to support, and they will add it. You can't do it trader side. Trader side, because that's removing friction for you as a trader, but we can still get it done. And again, all right. So yes.
Keep those questions coming. Chat is fired up right now. 5,100 people watching us all over right now. Click like, click follow, click subscribe. Closing in on that 152,000 subscriber mark. Yes, 150,000 subscriber is on the way. I can assure you it is. Wheels are in motion.
Yeah, it will come. But just don't expect it. How about don't expect it to come on a time. Just expect it to come. Because what we say we always typically do. Kind of cover all my bases here. But yeah, what we say we do. Kind of our thing. But like there will be times like hey, you're gonna get a new back end. I said that back in October. I'm like, God, this is taking long, guys. And they're like, we have like the whole team working.
It's a big project.
Yeah,
it's a huge project. I know.
Yeah.
I know. So I kind of felt bad when I was like, well, you gave us this unrealistic deadline. Okay. We're team over at TopStep. We're team.
Yes.
So yeah.
Show the picture.
Show the picture. Yeah, we showed everybody the picture. That was
show the picture one more time.
Big team, man.
Show the team. Yeah, the size of that team. It's not even all of them. There it is.
Look at them.
80% right there. 75%. It's a good chunk.
Odds are you probably talked to one of these people, whether on here or on support or on a post in social or in Discord.
Michael, remember back in the day when we had a laptop and an earbud?
Yeah, what is that? The laptop and your you mean the motorcycle?
The motorcycle on the
call it the
Dow pit.
And the Dow
it was the chair with a desk, laptop.
Do you still have do you have a picture of that?
They didn't have cameras back in those days. I don't know. Somebody had to draw it or something. I don't know. But yeah, that was. And then look what we are today.
And then
I know.
You built yourself
it is.
Yes.
I mean, it's nice to keep jabbing away, but it took a while. It takes a while. You see these things and you want to do these things, and then you realize that what is it? Vision without execution is hallucination.
Yeah, you love that one.
You gotta execute. You gotta execute well. If you don't execute well, then you're just jamming up the river, flow, and so you got to get the execution down on the vision that you want. So yeah, we started with just Eddie sitting in a high top chair. I had a trade desk. I was in this trade desk, the screen on here, I had a standing desk. It was just a pole with a monitor on it. In the pit, everybody kind of had that. So you'd arb in the pit, and then you'd trade on your screen, touch screen, and then Eddie would be back here, and then he'd hear everything in the pit, and then he'd spit it back to all the people in chat. Oop, you were there. Dolby, you were there. In the early days.
Squawk radio. It was funny too, is because
Madhouse.
We weren't supposed to have anything on those steps, and
no, you kept falling off.
You got the chair on the floor, and then he got a drill with screws, so I won't fall off the step. Drills it. Anybody looking? No. Go. And I was safe, and I was content, and I was ready to go.
Our HR nowadays.
One of the things I'll never forget about those early days was Andre, you were in the chat in the Squawk Radio.
Euro Surfer.
Somebody came in
right.
and started selling 100 lots in the S&Ps.
Still owe you
We're
money.
going, there's another 100. Another 100 sold. Goldman sold another 100. Another 100. Another 100. Andre, you were screaming in that chat. This is gold. You should be making money.
I made 5 G's on that one, Hogue. I think it's
I made 5. I remember
I made 5 G's on that.
Feel like a golf ball way back. Yeah, I remember you had a good shot.
Yeah, it was
good trade.
Blind squirrel, right? I remember I owe you one on that, Hogue. Hey, keep an eye on this tilt. 74% long in the NASDAQ around this price of 19,700. That's good stuff, Hogue. Yes, it was. All right, Jack, come on in. We got some news right now. Markets aren't doing a whole heck of a lot. We'll keep an eye on this trade Jay is in. But Jack, what do we got for news today? We got FOMC tomorrow. What are we thinking here?
Yeah, we're testing the top right now of this little mini range in the ES right now. So for Jay's sake, I hope we break it and kind of maybe stay within this balance just because it is one day till the Fed. But I got some goodies, some quick financial news, and then something cool that a trader sent me. So let's get down to it. First, so far, this is the worst quarter for the S&P 500 relative to the MSCI ex-US since 1988. So significant overperformance of the international equities versus the US stock market. Now, let's zoom out to, I got a chart off TradingView here that plots the S&P 500 versus the stocks, the Europeans. This goes back to 2013 with the weekly, and you can see this giant divergence that is built and how little of it has closed there at the top. So even with that weakness, the U.S. stock market has basically been, for various reasons, kind of goated over the last decade. But a lot more move even for a minor correction here. So something to keep an eye on. Now, here's something cool. This is from a friend, a trader, TopStep. Janella sent this to me, and I'm going to read her message. But first, let's take a look at this here. All right, here we go. Her grandmother was a commodities trader in the 70s and 80s. She went to Chicago to study and get her Board of Trade license. She has one of the licenses, which we will show here. She says, as a woman trader, this is special to her and wanted to share this. The kicker is that her husband, who she married in 1984, is named Johannes Hoogland.
Whoa.
Hoag's not back there. Are you a Hoogland descendant? We should look into this. But
Hoogland.
Okay.
Get over here, Hoogland.
I get it. Hoogland. All right.
Hoogland. Now let's take a look. Here's the license
no
here.
Descendant. Not at all.
Okay, just checking.
Nah.
Where were you in the 70s, Hogue? We got a picture of the license here. And then check this out. This is like a badass old school picture here. Here is Jeanette.
Oh, wow.
1971.
I mean,
yeah, she was dressed up. That's dialed in on the
one of the bond girls.
Yeah.
Licensed female commodity broker. So thanks for sharing that, Janelle. If you have anything else you want to share with us, email us at topsteptv@topstep.com.
Very cool.
Or LinkedIn message me. That's how I got this, but I may or may not answer. We'll see. Janelle is cool.
What are you doing on LinkedIn, Jack? Hold on, Jack. What are you doing on LinkedIn? Our team here. You leaving us?
Oh, on LinkedIn? Well, no, it sends you an alert when you get a message from someone. So that's where I talk to Janella. Michael, my commitment is I've said this before on Tops of TV. If one of these other companies wants to offer me $2 million to come over,
I would high five you.
Do it, just so I can show that I will turn it down.
Hey, the grass is greener where you water it, Jack.
Where you water it.
Where you
Shout out Jerome.
No, I know.
76% long NASDAQ.
But no, I would say take that all day long.
Well, they have to make it first.
Yeah,
Kevin, I know you're looking for some longs. Any price action here? Did you get in or are you still watching, just waiting?
I I can't trade anymore because this is over my daily loss. See, this
Okay.
is you can see this is my chart. So
You hit.
Oh no.
yeah, I've hit. So over like 1500.
There you
So
go.
this is
Call it a day.
so I have to stop now.
Good.
Very good. Yes.
So the last time I blew up my account was because I didn't stop.
Order filled.
This-
Order filled. Order filled.
Although I know it's gonna go up, but I don't have any leverage. I don't have any coins.
What does that mean, Dre? Kenny Rogers. What do you think it means?
No one to hold them, no one to fold them.
There you go, buddy.
There you
No
go.
one to walk away.
And this Jay, you're still in this long, correct? Oh no, you're flat. Yeah, you're long.
I'm still in it. I'm looking for a potential ad. Just want to see what happens if we retest 75s here.
But and actually, I just add another lot on June's contract on my IB account, on my personal account.
Long, okay.
Yeah, that's another. I have 2 lots, and the average is let me see. Is it okay if I can show it here?
You long? What are you long? What price you long from in the NASQAD?
This is my. I was longing at this price, so my average price is. Let me see. So far, my average is 19,562. That's
562.
Yeah, my original position was 4 something.
That. You've been long forever. I remember that.
Yeah, I took
Order
the
filled.
trade like 4 days ago.
I remember that.
Yes. So, and I'll
Order filled.
If this goes well, I think I'm gonna hold it to June. So that's in my personal account.
Personal account? Personal brokerage account?
Yeah, personal brokerage account, yes.
I got a question. It goes out to everybody. Who here has taken that payout, either all of it or a percentage of it, but typically right now it always goes to wherever you tell us to send it to, which is your personal bank account, and then taking that over to their personal brokerage account. So who here has taken a payout and that money from the payout that you paid yourself has made its way over to your futures brokerage account? Me.
I did.
Okay, we got that.
Why do you ask, Michael?
We're going to make that a little bit easier for you down the road here very, very soon.
There you go. Where else are you going to get that besides Top Step TV? There you go. Me. I have. That is my plan. Look at that. In the chat. Oh,
I mean, I always thought it'd be very cool. It professionalizes the individual too. If they're building their work, it's like it's like your job is the prop firm. What prop firm you with? You got the sticky floor, smelly, smoky one with no help and blah, blah, blah. Shit doesn't work and all that kind of stuff.
Order filled.
Left in the unknown. Or are you at one that we're all here supporting each other?
About to lose this account, man, with all this
and win for you.
fly-by stuff.
And then also allowing you to get paid when you pay yourself. And sending that over to your personal brokerage account where you can start building your wealth, or however you want to do it. Investing. I don't know if it's
here a little bit.
A little bit. Yeah, that tilt got a little heavy.
Where's your stop
in the NASDAQ?
My stop, Jack, is at 53.
53. Okay.
To recap that,
I don't love that rejection that we just saw up there. We got up to the New York session VWAP at 80s. We closed above it and then immediately after rejected. So I'm holding on to this trade, but I don't love that rejection. If you were thinking about getting in long, I would wait.
No.
Or are you short to my stop?
Pulls up. Yeah, just so you know, that tilt in the NASDAQ, 76% long, trading around 19,720. 76% long around 19,720. Tilt's now back to 50-50, where you're trading 50 points lower off that tilt. Keep an eye on.
There was a rumor about an API being opened. Yeah, that rumor's coming true here. That's a within 90-day one, though. That's within 90 days. There's alerts that's coming on TopStepX before that in 60 days. Oh, I don't know the other ones. Limiting, I think, how many trades you can make in a day. Setting limits on yourself.
Where do these rumors come from?
SOS, hold on real quick. SOS FX, I bought my first Airbnb property with prop for money. So did I.
There
So did I. It's TopStep's first office. That was with trading money. Bought it with cash. What's come from?
Where do these rumors come from? There's a rumor. Where do these rumors come from exactly?
I start them.
As long as you know that.
People start talking. I'm like, yeah, well, we are working on that. And they're like, why did you
know.
say it? Well, we are. We're working on it. We don't. I can tell, we don't have a deep. Yeah. So.
Yeah. And so I was
I
wondering.
like to be involved. I like to, and my wife knows I can't hold a secret. Save my life.
My life. All right, Dow selling off here. Just putting some new lows in the Dow. New lows Dow. See if the S&Ps and NASDAQ want to follow. Again, 76% long on that tilt. About feels about 50-50. Seeing some selling coming in here now. Can we get some more push? More volume to the downside. Put in new lows in the NASDAQ. NASDAQ lows, 19,634. About 20 points to go from there. S&Ps, about 3 points off the lows. 56.64 last trade. 3 points lower to the downside.
I want to throw one more thing out there because I think this is a prudent thing to do as a prop trader taking money out of your account. SOSFX. I bought my first Airbnb property with prop firm money. Guys, this is my shared experience. When you take money out, when you're trading well, you need to be taking money out. And that's the whole goal because you're going to find times where you're not trading well and you don't want to be like, where's my money? I lost it all the markets. You want to be taking money out, finding a good pattern of how you can take money out. And then that money, when you take out, in my experience, is best used to send over to investments, whether that's long-term portfolio equities, which to me is high risk. You're already in the high risk world, so why would you go into another high risk world? Put yourself into a real estate world. That's what I did. And you start buying properties with that. Every time you take a payout, you put a little money away, and then you can eventually buy another property. And those properties you can use like SOSFX does Airbnbs. You can start to cash flow on those, whether it's long-term rental or short-term rental. Sometimes you can't do short-term rental. When you look at Forbes richest on their magazine, the majority of people own real estate. They're not, but
80%.
There's the other people on there that are traders too, that like the Paul Tudor Jones and Soros and all. So move money into real estate. That's highly recommend. So good, smart thinking, SOSFX, and then also you'll be able to move that money into a brokerage, and you'll move that money into brokerage. This is shared experience advice. My shared experience will work for me.
This is what he did.
Me. Yes. To each his own. I wouldn't go putting it in boats. I wouldn't go putting it in cars. Usually the people that grind it out and take money out consistently aren't looking at those flashy things out of the gate. You can get those later on down the road after you built that foundation. Multiple income streams.
I got a question. Full-time trading days, did you ever buy anything stupid with a fat paycheck when you were young?
Never. And I saw everybody doing it, and they're all. One guy was working at the golf course after, and while I was, got a tea time, and I'm like, I remember you had a huge boat. I remember you did all this. That money can dry up real fast. You got to have other income streams that you put into it. It takes pressure off of you. The psychological pressure of I got to make a buck. When you say I got to make in this business, you guys know how much harder it is to make when you got to make. You make the most money when you don't need it. My trading psychology coach back in like 2001 told me that. And I was like, that's a good point.
Now we're going to test. We are in a 5-minute range right now. Dolby time, lower end. Look at the NASDAQ. Lower end of this range, give or take. 19,640, call it. Upper end. 19,730, 725s.
AJ controller, screw that. You want a boat, rent it. There's no maintenance. Better than that, get a buddy that has a boat. So then after he parks it, you're like, see you later. I'll be back at the bar.
Pretty much.
He's got to clean it all up.
Come on, MP. We're almost sure you paid a big bill partying out with Andre Tao. That is actually a fact. He actually did pick up a tab of ours at Tao about 2 years ago for a birthday party.
2 years ago. I never did that. My wife.
No, you bought for what? For my birthday party. You picked up the tab.
Yeah, there was a time where she's like, "Well, just meet us here." I go, "I'm not going to the club. I'm going to spend like $700." Now people are spending like thousands. But this is when bottle service and all that stupid stuff started happening. which I get. You have a seat and a chair, and all your friends can go in there. But it's just like we never did that. I met my wife at dollar beer night. Honestly, still our claim to fame. Fell in love at dollar beer night. So no, I watched my downside always.
I met my wife 40 years ago yesterday at Alcock's behind the Board of Trade. Talk about dollar beers.
That's a bar that gets rowdy after a trading floor.
Oh, yes.
It's right by the trading
floor.
Back
in the day, it sure did.
Always a line in the bathroom at that one.
That wasn't smart money.
No, that's what you. That was the party all day, guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at these bars. Jack, anything doing on your end? Seen any type of price action that entice you, long, short, or just sit on your hands? We got the oil trade going on.
We're long with Jay. I don't love it.
What price?
Holding on to the initial balance for dear life.
Long 1 or 2
What price did you get, Jack?
2, yes. Little worse than you, just to like using the because if it breaks the initial balance, I'd want to be out of it probably. But we are kind of near that 5,600 level I mentioned. We're pretty rangy here, which is something, but
okay. Jay, I got to roll out of here. I got a meeting to go to, which is the roadmap on some of those open APIs and the bracket orders. Oh yeah, that's ATM type bracket orders. Other thing. So I'm getting an update on all that. Top of the hour.
Awesome. Good to see you. One last thing, a quote in the chat here. Mate Daddy said, "I met my wife at Halligan's in Lincoln Park." How about that, Michael?
Ooh, Halligan's. Yeah.
Halligan's in Lincoln
Park.
Park.
Back in the day, that's how you met with social watering hole. Hey, what's up? Nowadays, I got a few people that have met and got married after meeting on, whatever.
Yep.
Dating app.
How many people met their wives at a library?
Church. I met at church.
Yeah.
I did not meet
okay, up
church.
In a hospital in Kathmandu.
Maybe your church, the bar.
Until you said I met my wife at a coin laundry. If that's true, that's really cool.
That's a cool one. Yeah, just hear those stories while we roll out of here. I'll read them while I'm in the meeting. So take care, guys. We'll see you.
All right, later, MP. Thanks for jumping in here. Let's get back to the markets. I did see an order flash in. Yeah, thanks for hanging.
Nice little pop there.
Yeah, what was that? I saw a bid come in on the S&Ps. Didn't see it. All right, House gone long and Jay long in the ES. Last trade 56.75. Bottomed out at 56.
I'd be low.
I'd be low. What price, Hogue?
S&P
current low of the day.
56.61.75.
Okay.
Coach Vince got filled here short ES 56.76.75.
Okay.
Damn it, Vince.
Watch out for Vince too, man.
Yeah.
Trader.
Right now, we are just holding right now. No headlines coming out. Kevin Y joining us from Taiwan. We got Jay joining us from the East Coast. Jack in the house. 1,000 people watching. Click like, follow, and subscribe one more time. Greatly appreciate it. Mark, this is a bit of a holding pattern. We are range bound right now, which is okay.
Hit the lucky like button.
This week has a different feel to it. Obviously, FOMC tomorrow. Different than the last few weeks. Kevin, navigating these hyper volatile times and adjusting to what we're seeing today. Any tips? How do you do it with the volatility we've seen the last 4, 5, 6 weeks? Go ahead.
No, it's not my good day today. It's my See, I'm not doing well today because I use 1 minute chart too often. Let me see my trading combine. See, this is today negative 1,800. So I just placed a trade in my Predix account. So this is why I have to. But this one is a winner so far. Kind of well. So I follow my discipline. So any trade go beyond negative like 1,500. So I cannot place any trades anymore. So that's my maximum stop.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but I'm looking for a long term. I mean, really long term, like a month. I'm building up my stock positions as of right now, like Tesla or something. I'm building up it. Yes.
I love the
And
fact
so,
that you're looking long term as a short time frame trader.
oh yeah. Oh, I'm
Don't you
gonna
f-
stop right now.
don't you feel that's important? You think a lot of people miss that idea, is knowing what's going on in the longer time frame as a day trader, how important that is?
It is so
Yeah.
important because I remember I had like Apple when the pandemic starts. I had Apple at a very low price, like
Order
March something.
filled.
I had a lot of Apple stocks, so I hold it for like a year and half something. So I made
Hmm.
a lot from just only one stock, Apple, at that
Right.
time. Yeah. So I know how long term, will affect. So recently we see that the fear and greed index is in the extreme fear
Yes.
part. So actually, I love that. This is where
Uh-huh.
I can observe that good companies that with cheaper
Yeah.
price, so I can get in and hold it for quite a while.
Find some
So
bargains then.
I always use that index, fear and greed index,
Yeah.
to build up long term positions. So whenever it goes to extreme fear, that'll be my shot.
And it's in extreme fear right now.
Yes.
What kind
Okay.
of
So
if you have cash on hand, what kind of stocks are you looking at?
so far, right now,
Hmm.
I think SMCI is quite good, and Nvidia, SMCI, Nvidia, like Nasdaq tech stocks. And I had let me see in my account.
So you like the chips? Back to the chips, huh?
Yeah, back to the chips because they're falling a lot. I love
Uh-huh.
things that are very cheap. I like to buy things in a very cheap price. So I
Yes, me
compared
too. Nobody wants to pay
with
retail.
people.
We want to buy
So for
wholesale.
example, like Netflix will not be my list. Netflix, because Netflix is in its nearly its all time high, so it will not be my on my list.
Hmm. Hmm.
So
Remember, this
like
is not
SM,
financial advice, people. Not financial advice. Just got the IB
oh
low
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
S&Ps now.
Nice short, Vince.
Vince,
73s.
the killer.
Yeah, I'm stopped. I'm stopped out. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
we
flat.
lightened up before that one contract. See if it can hold this SPX level here. Otherwise, we'll be out on that.
And one more stuff I have to mention because I usually trade. I don't usually trade in 1 minute chart. This is what happened
Uh-huh.
today. I use a lot, so I usually trade above 5 minute or 15 minute chart. So this
Hmm.
is not my area of expertise. So this is see how it goes. I'm losing money today.
Why did you decide to trade the 1 minute chart today then?
Because if I use the 5 minute chart, there might not be a chance for me to enter the market because I have to wait for maybe an hour or 2 or 3 hours for the
Okay.
setup to appear. So then I won't be able to trade live on screen here. So I think I have to
Ah,
take the thought out. Next time I have to wait
yes,
my usual setup instead of
yes.
going into 1 minute.
Yeah, don't change what you're doing because of us or being on TV.
Yeah, I try to
I know
do
it's not. I
something.
know it's hard.
Yeah, it's hard.
Hard, you You want to, show some action. You want to, I'm a trader. It's difficult to do that, but trying to stay patient, stay in your strategy.
Order filled.
Process.
Yeah, I know.
That's what we're looking. That's what we like to see.
I'm about to lose this.
Okay, so don't worry. Next time I will stick to my original plan.
100%. Doesn't matter.
Because I always tell
probably
people not to trade in 1 minute because it's too fast.
Order
and
filled.
Too many noises.
Yes, lots of shiny things to look at.
That's right.
Too much noise.
But in like a little bit bigger time frame, like 5 or 15 minute chart, you can see things more clearly because there are more people involved in the chart.
No longer time frame.
So I always use 5 minutes and with 60 minute like chart. So I place trades on the two lines. This is 60 minute levels. So I want to look for my setup over here. This is what I do in 5 minute chart. Yes. That's normally what I do.
Yes, makes complete sense. Complete sense.
Yeah, and if in this case, if the market wants to show my setup, it will take maybe an hour or 2 hour more to come to this part here, or even this area. This is the ceiling, and it might become the floor here. So it will take time for the formation to form.
Do you go even deeper than that? Do you look at a daily chart or longer time frame as well?
If I trade if 5 minute chart is my entry chart, so I will go to a larger time frame to see a 60 minute one, but I will not necessarily go to the daily chart because a 60 minute is big enough for a 5 minute chart. I can define
for a day trader, right?
Yeah, for a day trader, yes. For a day trader, I can define like resistance and support. For like right now, we're in likely to have a support area, but we have to wait for the 5 minute setup to happen. The signal, yes, in this area. So that's actually you can see there's a reverse head and shoulder right on the 60 minute chart. Yeah, so if I want to do if I want to place a long-term trade in my stock, my own personal account, I will see a daily chart as my reference to see where I can go and where's my target and where's my stop and entry, etc. So that's basically what I do.
How long have you been trading? Just remind me, Kevin.
Oh, how long? Like 15.
Order filled.
15 years, I think. 15. But the first 5 or 6 years are a mess. I lost a lot.
Yeah.
New lows. Yeah. New lows.
Yeah, I got out before that. I'm still looking.
$19,604 just put in. New lows ES. 56.55.
Jack, the house is flat now.
House is flat. We lost, but so we lost 1,500. We got out before that last rip down. I'm waiting to see it hammer these lows first. I still like off this level, but trying to manage the risk.
Till 50.50. Take a look at crude. Crude, 4 cents off the lows there. $67.44. Last trade, Dow heavy as well, 41,885. Low day 872. Ladder's thin right now. Couple thousand lots on the open there, Jay, but nothing really since that in the ES.
Nope.
NASDAQ ladder very, very thin.
They just continued to sell through those thousand lots. We came back to a couple of them, 5680. We had one filled.
Mm-hmm.
Came back, kind of checked that, and sellers are still there. Let's see. I'm still in this trade.
Yeah, I
Getting to
saw
within two
that
ticks of
on
my
your.
stop.
Beauty micros.
See what happens.
So you're sticking with your CYA, wasn't it 53?
Yeah, that didn't trade yet.
Tick.
Nope.
Within a
I'm
tick.
at 52.75. Yeah, within a tick.
Holy smoke.
Let's see what happens.
Hold
here.
on.
I really want to put this below 50, but I'm not going to increase the risk on this trade. Just putting it below the major. But let's see what happens.
Nice trade location, or nice stop location there, Jay. I like it when it stops and takes short.
50-50 on the ES. Still 50-50. Heavy
New
we saw
lows crude.
76%. Lows crude indeed. Keep going. Saw that 76% long in the tilt in the NASDAQ. 19,727. We're 100 points lower right now. It was about 30 minutes ago,
Jay,
or so.
We were looking at settlement for a potential profit target at 67.37 in crude. We got within a tick of it, it looks like. Do we hold this? I don't see any reason why not. It's still one time frame.
I don't see any reason. Do we take the risk off at this point?
Order filled. I haven't done anything. I don't touch these trades. I'm not allowed to.
Gotcha. I would go above 60. I would go above 68. We got to within a tick of our profit target. I would hate for that trade to turn into a loser. But I would go with 68 above that with that stop.
So we're short of we're short at 68.02.
67.68 hook.
67.68. Ah. JD, if you're order filled, it's up to you, my friend.
All set. The stop has been moved. Coach J has set the price.
Here we go.
Or you can just take the profit. Yeah, I mean, we got to within. We could 10% it.
The IB low is 67.70. I'd go above that for the stop, but here we are. I don't see any reason to cover this just yet. Okay, yesterday's point of control down here at 67.38. One time framing lower. Pretty tasty trade though.
This is new lows, crude, $67.37. On the tilt. 56.59 last trade ES. 40 points off the lows in the NASDAQ, 19,640. Wow,
Gold
very,
has
very
turned
heavy.
into mush. Order filled. Molten metal right now.
All right. Well, one thing that's not much around here is announcements at Top Step and Top Step TV. We keep bringing you more and more and more. Man, Eddie's going to give you guys an update. What do we got for him, Eddie? We talked about it yesterday. We got some more today. Hit him, Eddie.
Much. Hey, did you know that we stream Top Step TV on YouTube as well as Twitter? Or do you call it X? Or I call it Twix. Did you ever know that Top Step TV has its own Twitter account? Well, if you didn't, we're going to get one real quick. No, actually, we have one. Well, this is news to you to head over there to the link. I'm going to post a link here real quick here. Got it up, and there it is. Top Step Twitter link. We're always on the lookout for more ways to deliver you Top Step TV straight to your monitor. There you go. Cool stuff. And also, now this is something that I think if you are new here, you got to get this one. You got to sign up for this. So the question is, what are you talking about, Eddie? I'm talking about the weekly kickoff. Are you signed up for the weekly kickoff? The weekly kickoff email from TopStep is a great way to stay ahead in your trading with market insights, key economic events, expert tips, levels, lots of good stuff. It helps you prepare for the week ahead, providing actionable strategies, updates on market trends, and even some exclusive content from, yes, these experienced traders. So sign up now through the link in the chat. If you're not already receiving this, shame on you. Now remember, this is done, but JD takes a long time to put this together on his weekend, on his own time, and it's created and crafted by that handsome devil, JD. So have at it. We're going to put that link here also.
Order filled.
For the weekly kickoff. But that's what I've got here so far. And I'm going to hand the ball back off to, there you are. Andre.
Hey.
Run with it, kid.
All right, give me the ball, run with it. This market can take a move to the upside in the ES.
We're still long 1 ES.
Okay.
We exited, and then we'll see. Should be a pretty much free trade at this point. I won't mention Jay's stop.
Nope.
Let's see if it holds. If this if we could start to see some basing above 63 here, which is that initial balance low, got a lot more confidence in this trade. I've already accepted what the loss is.
Something coming in. Crude heavy. What we got here? Just a screeching halt. Is this because of FOMC, Jack? It's pretty much the feeling I'm getting here. Just hold on, see what's going on for FOMC. Can't really.
Yeah, that's why I'd be surprised to see like a big directional move. But them's the markets.
Yes, it is.
All right, so we decided to follow the plan, Jay, from this morning. We got the settlement. We've covered the trade for 62 ticks, $620 win on one contract. Nice trade.
Covered?
Nice trade, Hope.
Yep.
All right.
Nice. Guys, if we look at my chart
trade?
right now, you can see why patience is key. I just got overly zealous with getting in, other people like preempting it. But that 5,600 SPX, I just have that line sitting right there. All right. And we traded 2.5 points below it.
Yeah. Was your entry where mine was, Jack, at 72s? The initial one?
Yeah, thereabouts.
Preempting trades is a killer.
Dangerous game.
Yeah.
It's a killer, right?
You want to make something happen.
Command good trade location.
Yep.
Nothing on the calendar.
You're flat on that crude trade, Johnny?
Yeah, we took the profit on it, Eddie. $620, 62 ticks. Pretty decent trade.
That's a nice way to go.
Anything that happens after that, we don't care.
It's a good trade, man.
Eddie, I may have stepped away for a second while I just saw this headline on the White House. Trump and Putin have been on the phone for an hour and 15 minutes now. Call is still ongoing.
Yeah.
Get some,
I've been watching it. It's you're getting some reports earlier too from a reporter on X, which either way, but nothing solidifying anything for an agreement yet. But I don't think we'll see that until after they're done, and we'll find out. It's a long call.
Has entered its second hour now. Something's in the works over there.
Paying for this one. Yeah, really.
Gold chop right now. Yeah, gold is chopping right now. What we got? Who we got on? We got some more power players, rising stars. Yes, Fatima joining us this afternoon. Very interested to see you talk about that coming. You want to talk about jab, jab, jab. JD and Dolby joining Fatima later on this afternoon here in the States. Down in the dumps, down on herself, hard on herself. Hell of a comeback, is now a live funded trader with us. See how she did it. Take some trades with her as well. We got Mohammed joining myself and Dolby. Trade with TopStep after this, of course, after the morning recap with Hogue. Lunchbox Trading, Jack Sr. Hoop with JD. Mick as well. Very looking forward to that Fatima Power Players segment later on today. Nice comeback. 40 minutes left here in fast markets. Hasn't exactly been fast. I thought that selling out the gate, I thought it was going to be one of those. Look out below. But like Jack said, we held in the futures 56.53 in the ES. 5600 SPX, Jack? 5600?
5600 SPX. Right now we're at 5608.
Okay. Anything doing in the mags? Mag 7. Oof, Tesla down big.
Down.
Tesla big. Sheesh. Big. Okay. How's it count? Flat?
We're still along the 1 ES.
Thank you. Gotcha. Yeah, let's get a positive headline out of this call from in the White House. I think we saw a bit of a rally yesterday afternoon when some details started unfolding from similar call yesterday. It was in the afternoon. A ceasefire. Not there yet. Keep an eye on the wire. Yet. Yeah, 10 minutes to the bottom of the hour. It is not the Euro close in 10 minutes. It's going to be an hour after that. So an hour and 10 minutes, we'll have the Euro close. Then we'll go back to quote-unquote normal schedule March 30th, I believe. Nothing on the tilt right now.
So the NASDAQ is doing what I'm looking for the S&P to do. Right now, we had this high volume candle at 10 a.m. Central Time. We're holding above 50% of that. The high of the candle is 19,685. If we get a close above 19,685 in the NASDAQ, then I'm looking for a push back up to overnight VWAP, which is at 805. The S&P
order filled.
Looking for a close above 70 on a 3-minute candle, and then same thing, looking for a trade back up to 5,700.
That would be pretty sweet.
Yeah, we wait. What do we got on? A little side note, Jack. James just let me know Lollapalooza lineup just came out. Anyways, that's a side note.
Hell yeah.
We are looking at potential
right.
failed downside auctions in the S&P and in the NASDAQ. We've got 10 minutes to confirm that as much as they can be confirmed.
Hogue, why 10 minutes? Typically, it would be 20 minutes ago. You look for confirmation on the upside or downside failed auction. Well, why 10:30 Central Time as opposed to 10 a.m. Central Time?
Well, we just put in the low here after 10 o'clock, which was below the initial balance low. Now we're back inside the initial balance. So if the next 30-minute bar opens inside the initial balance, that's going to leave that nice long buying tail at the bottom. Here, I can show you on the chart here. Here's the S&P. So
order filled.
Bar is what put in the low right here. Okay, you see the shadow there? If the next 30-minute bar opens above the IB low, which is 56.6175, that's going to leave this as a buying tail, potential failed downside auction. Now, in 10 minutes, anything can happen. We open the next 30-minute bar below that. That's going to be pretty negative.
I'm 100% with you.
In the NASDAQ, we're looking a lot better as far as leaving a potential failed downside auction. We're well back inside the IB low here. So in 10 minutes, if the next 30-minute bar opens above the IB low in the NASDAQ, which is 19,634.5, then we're looking at a potential failed downside auction. Ooh, and it's right at the after
order filled
high here also from the 13th of March. That looks tasty to me.
Yeah, I like the buying tail stuff.
Explain what buying tail is for those that don't know or asking.
So a failed downside auction would be considered a buying tail without being able to show you the profiles. If we break the initial balance low and we come back above and the next 30-minute bar opens back above it, that leaves a single line of TPOs that appears as excess. Price got too cheap, sellers wouldn't sell it, buyers quickly bought it back up higher, and that's what creates
Order
a
filled.
buying tail, or in some cases a selling tail. So when we're looking at probabilities, the NASDAQ is already well back inside the IB, the initial balance, and above the initial
Order
balance
filled.
low. So if the next 30-minute bar opens above the IB low, that's going to leave that failed downside auction, which would also be called a buying tail. Price got too cheap, sellers wouldn't sell it, buyers quickly turned the other direction and moved price back into the initial balance. Anything that is like left at the end like this, like single TPOs, doesn't have to necessarily be a true failed downside auction, is excess, and auctions die in excess. This market has been auctioning lower since the open. If it gets too cheap here, sellers back off and buyers take over. That's going to leave this failed downside auction / buying tail and indicate that price got too cheap. Sellers were no longer willing to sell it. Buyers took over and quickly moved price back into range. When we do, you can kind of see it sometimes on a daily chart when we're looking at the death of excess, the death of an auction. Look at the buying tail on this daily bar. Okay, that indicates a degree of excess. And you can go back in time and you can look. All right, well, here's a nice buying tail. There's some excess. There's some excess. Excess on these. Market was moving lower. Sellers got too short, whatever it was. They couldn't sell it anymore, wouldn't sell it anymore. Buyers quickly scooped up those bargains and price moved higher. You can see it pretty much over and over again. Look at the excess on this. Okay, this was back in August. This was a daily bar. Price opened, dove, recovered, leaving a long buying tail or shadow or whatever you want to call it on the daily chart. And this was the death of the downside auction right here. It got too cheap. Sellers wouldn't sell it. Buyers came over, quickly came in, quickly moved price back higher, protected those levels, and the next upside leg ensued. You see it. Here's another. Price moves lower. We get an excess low on a daily bar, and that's when the next, the next auction begins to the upside. You can see it over and over again as you go back. Sometimes, more excess or less excess, but excess is excess, and auctions tend to die in excess. It gets too cheap.
Yep.
Sellers won't sell it anymore. Buyers scoop it up, and off to the races you go. Now, we don't know. It's ambiguous. Nobody knows 100% what is going to happen, but we can just use these nuances,
Order filled.
we like to call them, as impotence for opportunities.
Thank you, Hogue.
You bet. Let's see if we get that buying tail here at the bottom of the S&Ps.
Going right now, 56.64. Bottom out at 56.53. A little bit of buying in here in the NASDAQ, 19,683. About 80 points off the recent lows put in about 20 minutes ago. A little upturn in the gold. Let's trade gold. $3,039.40. It's high, all-time highs, 30.47 half. These buyers want to take this thing higher. Still holding on to some longs in the house. We can get some more gas in this thing. 56.64 last trade over there.
Need a lot more gasoline.
Yes, we do. A little gas in the goose.
Yeah,
Hold on. Yep.
Yeah, we
Yes,
do.
it is. Here's the thing. The Dow, when Hogue was doing the explanation, the Dow printed new lows, and S&P's NASDAQ shook it off. And now we're seeing the NASDAQ and S&P's pushing higher, now dragging the Dow with it. Let's see if we've got something cooking there. Yeah.
I'd be playing the song "Higher" by Creed right now. Let's go.
Anger.
I thought Andre was going to
Anger.
start singing Taylor Swift, actually.
Anger. 19,007,
I
690.
would sing it for you.
That's 67% long in the NQ tilt. I got some more news. If James wants to come in, James, I got to hear this new news. You did. Let me know about the new LAL. The LAL lineup just got dropped. Interesting names on there, but Mark is starting to move around a little bit here. James, come on in. What kind of news do you have on your end, James?
Well, Andre, I got a couple different things. I got 2 pieces of Chicago news and then 2 pieces of Florida news. So you know it's going to be good stuff. Coming up, I know the chat, and I know you guys are going to love this. The Chicago show. This is Chicago news. Lollapalooza lineup is here. You're going to find Andre and I in the Sabrina Carpenter pit.
Believe that.
If they stack A$AP Rocky and Korn at the same time, I'll scream. You can't make me choose. Okay, Korn is the obvious band on here that is like what? Like you're gonna play Freak on a Leash while you hear Espresso down the street? I don't know. I've personally never been to Lollapalooza, but I think this is our year.
James. It is
I
quite
went.
Fest is my thing.
Yeah.
Jack, when did you go?
I went for the first 10 years because the first year was in Chicago, was my senior year of high school, and saw the outrageous lineup of, I think I saw in a row,
Incredible.
The Pixies, Billy Idol, Primus, and who headlined, like Weezer or something. But I went for the first 10 years. I was at the Daft Punk year.
You were at the
You're aware, Andre?
One. That's the one that got away.
But I don't recognize. I don't know. I won't be going this year. I have a strong feeling.
Why not?
I think I recognize 2 bands here.
You don't know Hex Cougar, or Rebecca Black. I know her. Hell yeah. Okay, we're definitely going. All right, moving on from this news.
Oh, I was gonna say. I bet when I saw Foster the People in 2012, I bet they didn't think they'd be so far down the list. Now, go ahead.
How the mighty fall. My second piece of Chicago news. For those of you not familiar, Chicago has more than 4 seasons, and I was
filled
just this morning is reminded of it. We have 12 actually.
Order filled.
Winter, cool spring, second winter, spring of deception, third winter. We're right here. We're at third winter. The pollening, actual spring, summer, hell's front porch, false fall, second summer, actual fall. So we still have to get through the pollening and actual spring before we get that sweet Chicago weather, but we're almost there. We're making our way through there.
Very nice.
The pollening.
Order filled.
Oh my goodness.
I bet that JPEG has seen some travel. That's been sent around.
I know. I wonder how many times it's been copied and sent.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Now for some
Florida.
Order filled.
Story. Well, I think this
Order filled.
Florida yet. I misspoke, but this is too good not to share. 4 people accused of robbing a convenience store while wielding pythons. Show up.
It's the move.
With two snakes on either arm. Give me everything you got.
Armed robbery.
It's some kind of robbery. They took $400 worth of CBD oil, and they drove away in a car with its trunk tied down by bungee cords. So
Specs.
Didn't somebody do that with like an alligator?
Yeah, they took it to a Wendy's drive-in. Florida man.
That's just called a goof. Speaking of Florida, Florida has decided its students might be getting too smart. So we're introducing a bill that's going to take away an algebra exam and an English exam for you to graduate high school.
Okay.
Why you need no number good when you can just say things all the time?
Yeah. Let them cook.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Let cook, Florida hot, brain good, beach field tan, nice on toes.
Hey, I could have graduated then.
Incredible.
Yeah, good luck to all of the aspiring students out of Florida. Just make sure you don't end up like our next guy. Next time you're at a bar and the karaoke machine isn't working, my advice is not to go outside and start shooting your gun. You get a cool photo like this. I guess they let you keep it for your MySpace, but Yeah, the story here is that he couldn't sing on the karaoke machine. He went outside, or a patron went outside to try and calm him down. They said everything's okay, and he goes, "I'm not okay." Took his gun out and shot a single shot. That lands you in jail, chat, if you didn't know. All because of
That's
favorite
I've
song,
seen
Full of
Hogue do
Fire.
this when they didn't have Creed on the karaoke machine.
This looks like an ad for a very dependable karaoke machine.
Bye now.
I think he was trying to sing
forever.
"Shoot Shoot" by UFO.
Oh, that would be a good one. Anyway, Florida, you stay classy. I don't ever
Yes.
want to stop seeing your name appear in the newspapers. That's all I got for today, Andre. I'll send it back to you.
I mean, what do you do with that? Thank you so much, James. I mean, where do you go from that? Just absolutely incredible. Markets.